Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm V. Ramachandra. I've done my master's in finance and strategy from Gautam Buddha University. I've started a short video series covering risk and compliance management concepts. In this video, I will talk about policy management with an emphasis on what is policy management, why policy management is important, and what are the 5 key steps to policy management. Now, we will see what is policy management. So first of all, we will discuss about policy. That what is policy? Policy is a set of ideas or a plan for action followed by a business, a government, a political party, or a group of people. Now, now we will study about policy management. That what is policy management? Policy management is the process of creating, implementing and maintaining policies and procedures within an organization. It is an effective policy and procedure management which can help organizations reduce risk and protect stakeholders. So now we will discuss about why policy management is important. Policy management is important because it acts as a bridge between the top management and the employees. Policies are written, passed down from manager to employee. That critical new policy or update can get lost in the shuffle, especially if it's not coming from a centralized location or a single person. Basically, if your policy manual is not being created with a single voice, you may have a problem. It's a plan for distributing information simultaneously and efficiently. More importantly, it ensures that policy communication and implementation are in sync and centralized in one location. It only takes one incident, one mistake, one error in judgment to ruin your organization's reputation and erode trust. The right policy management system lets you be proactive in preventing problems as well as giving you concrete processes to resolve the situation quickly and professionally. So now we will discuss about 5 key steps to policy management. So I will go by step. So I will discuss number 1 point, that is draft a policy about policies. So what it says, draft a policy about policies. Not every policy needs to be drafted or controlled by the chief compliance officer or others in corporate headquarters. Managers do need guidance on what policies they can or can't adopt themselves, as well as what structure that policy should have, explaining exception requests or how the policy should be posted. Now, the second one is policy management should govern the whole life cycle of policies. So what this point says, a policy about policies helps you with the start of a policy. Policy management should also help with the rest of a policy's natural lifespan. For example, your policy deployment solution should track changes made to the policy over time, the policy's youth and middle age, so to speak, as well as the policy's removal once its purpose no longer exists. Global corporations are already at the limit of what manual processes and desktop technology can do to support policy management. So consider how from strong leadership to better technology you can pull your policy management capability into the modern era. As corporate conduct continues to grow more and more regulated, that capability will only become more important. Now, the third step is map policies to risks and business objectives. So what this point says, this assures that every business risk has a policy about how that risk should be addressed. and that every policy you have exists in support of a stated business objective. It also allows you to eliminate duplicative policies or policies that don't address any risk or business objective at all, and to identify gaps in your compliance program where policy needs to be written. And now, the fourth one is assign responsibility for policies to a specific person. So now, what this point says. Typically, this will be the Chief Compliance Officer, since she or he is also responsible for compliance risk assessments and other parts of the compliance program. And all those elements should work together toward the goal of a strong culture of a compliance. Now, the fifth and the last point is implement the technology you want to use for policy management. Corporations should strive for a technology that allows them to keep all policies in one central repository where they can be managed by the CCO, which means Chief Customer Officer, in a global manner. The solution should also have the ability to view all changes to policies over time or to delete a policy across the whole enterprise when it becomes obsolete. So, this is all I covered in policy management. Thank you. If you would like to know more about my management series, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks a lot.